one. Okay, with this one, you can't FOIL it because there are too many terms. The concept of FOIL says that when you multiply two binomials, you'll have four things. The first is the outers, the inners, and the last.
What's the thing in the second?
It's p squared plus 3p, and then 9p squared minus 6p minus 5. So the best way to approach this is to think of it as not FOIL, but it's still distributing. If you're equating FOIL with distribute, that kind of works, except for the fact that the acronym for FOIL, first, outer, inner, last, only works when you have two binomials. So I'm hesitant to say yes, FOIL it, because you might lose guys. It's not just the firsts and the outers and the inners and the last. Well, let's review it. Take it step by step. P squared times 9p squared. So I'm going to write everything out too. So p squared times 9p squared simplifies to 9p to the fourth.
Why'd you try those two?
Because I'm going to take everybody in the first, multiply by everybody in the second. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this first term, p squared, times the second guy. So that's p squared times negative 6p. So that's negative 6p to the third. And then I take that first term, and I go all the way to the last term, and that's p squared times negative 5, or negative 5p squared. Distributing means you take each term in the first factor and multiply by every term in the second factor. Then you repeat that. So let me switch up colors so you can see where it's different. So now I'm going to take p squared. No, I just did that one. Let me get rid of that. Put that back. There we go. So I take 3p times 9p squared. So 3p times 9p squared. That becomes
27p squared.
27p, not squared, cubed. Okay, I lost somebody there. I heard a hold on. We're good? All right. Now I take 3p times negative 6p. So 3p times negative 6p. That's negative 18p.
Wait, what did you take? What are the exponents?
1 and 1.
2.
So that's squared.
Wait, is that a plus 27p?
Looks like, let me see. I think it's going to be a positive, yeah. Yeah. And then my last one, 3p times negative 5. That becomes negative 15p. It's a long problem. I never said these things were short, but it's very formulaic. Step by step by step. Take your time. Well, that's why I fought so hard when everyone said, can I just FOIL this one? No.
So I'm not supposed to simplify anymore?
Well, no, there's more simplifying to do. I'm not done yet.
No, how do you do that?
Now, how do I simplify it? I'm looking to see which of these terms have the same, I want to say same term. So, like, for example, this one right here is p cubed,
And negative 18.
and that's p cubed.
Same exponent?
Right.
Foiling, like, that works with everything, right?
Foiling works when you have two binomials that you're doing. So it's two guys added together times two guys added together.
So what are we supposed to use for everything else?
This. Multiply it out. They take the first guy times the first guy. First guy times the second guy. First guy times the third guy.
Isn't that foiling?
No, because foiling is when you've got two binomials times each other. You have to have thing plus thing times thing plus thing, and that's it. Nothing else. This one doesn't work because it's things plus thing times thing plus thing plus thing. And it's that third thing that throws it off. It's
It's okay.
Okay.
I'll just watch.
And so we can combine these terms. What is that going to become anyways? Here's a p to the third. Here's a p to the third. What's that become? It's going to be, it's still p to the third. But what's the coefficient? 21. All right. And then here's a p squared term. I'm going to combine with this p squared term. That's going to become minus 23p squared. There's only one thing with a p on it, so negative 15p, and only one thing with a p to the fourth, so 4p to the fourth.
What? You combined it, the square? You mean 9 people?
Yeah, that's my penmanship means that's a 9p to the fourth.
Joshua, you're getting really good at that thing.
Thanks.
Wait, I don't understand how you combined the 9p4 and the negative 15.
I didn't. They didn't get combined with anybody. There was nobody to combine them with. So the 15p, the minus 15p over here just comes down, and the 9p to the fourth just comes down, because there's nobody to combine them with. They're just there.
Okay, so when you're subtracting by when you're adding or subtracting by terms that have the same exponent, you just leave the exponent alone.
Right. When you're you can group like terms with addition, nothing changes. So that's why when I combine this p to the third and that p to the third, all I'm doing is blending them down into one statement, 21p to the third. It's when you would multiply them together, that's when you start changing the exponents. It's a lot of rules to keep track of.
Yeah.
But my best advice, if you're still looking at this and going, geez, I don't know where to start, I can't FOIL because it doesn't work. Remember, every term, each of these lines up here, is where one of these 6 products comes from.
How do you know if it can't FOIL?
If it doesn't fit the format of number plus number times number plus number, you can't FOIL it. In fact, my advice is forget I ever brought FOIL up because it only works in that one case, and there's lots of other stuff out there. So try to avoid thinking, oh, can I FOIL or not? Just distribute. Just do the swoops, and you're fine.